Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I am not quite sure where most of you are watching, but thank you guys so much for being here. As always, my name is Max. I'm the CEO of Because Bitcoin. Today, joined by Tucker, our CFO, Snorlax, our VP of Ops, Will's Outlook, and Jack is two of our brightest analysts here because Bitcoin. And this is Market Check, our daily live YouTube show. We're live Monday through Friday, 10:50 a.m. Eastern time, with this full cast of characters that you're looking at right now. There's a ton to discuss today. We are seeing ETH attempting to put in the God candle that has been long anticipated and long debated on this show. Before we get into the charts, if you guys could please just take one quick moment and hit that thumbs up button for us. It does wonders for the channel. It does wonders for our growth. And honestly, the reason we've been able to grow so quickly is because of you guys and your continued support of what we are building here, because Bitcoin on a daily basis. So please take one quick moment, hit that thumbs up button for us. The goal for today's stream is, let's just say 50 likes. You know, we got 60 live last time.
70.
We're going to go
70. We got 70.
All right. Here's the thing. I think we could get to 70, but it's going to be price dependent. If ETH starts pumping, more people are going to join the stream. All right. It looks like it wants to. All right. Let's do 70. You know, shoot for, shoot for the moon? And if you fail, you land amongst the stars, something like that. I think we can try for it. Let's try for 70. All right.
Max, I want to mention that last time we reached 70 because guys wanted that alpha for Easter. And I want to say that just 3 days ago, 3 days after the weekend, because we talked on Friday, right? It's already happening. That alpha that was discussed is happening now. So we can definitely reach 60, guys, at least that day.
Okay, we have to at least retest the breakout of 60 likes, and hopefully we'll hit 70. But guys, please, if you have not yet, sign into your YouTube account, hit that thumbs up button for us, show us some love, show us some support. Furthermore, if you're watching this now, or perhaps you're watching this a few hours from now on the recording, before we get into the charts, please subscribe to the channel, guys. Please hit that subscribe button. Subscribing is free. We love watching that subscriber count tick up every single day. And thank you guys again for the support. Now, let's move over to some charts. There is a ton to talk about today, guys. A ton to talk about. Looks like Matic is attempting to really curl here. Tucker, can you just narrate what you got here? That looks really clean.
Yeah, no. So this is one that that our quant called out the other day, and it was already up like 10%. And I saw some of this going on, and I was like, you know what, this is probably gonna come back down a little bit. But I think and Tommy can narrate it better probably, but little ironic SR tap of the 100 there. Pretty good stuff.
So that 100 is like guaranteed support, isn't it? Like that's the best support ever. Guaranteed support. Yeah, Tommy would agree too. Tommy actually taught me that, is that moving averages are only to be used as support resistance.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding, guys. He said the opposite to me. That's another really hot debate that we've had here, is whether moving averages are support resistance. So maybe for another time, but it's a very feisty debate. I mean, nothing works the room quite like that.
Yeah, no, but I like this flip of the 12 and 21 EMAs. That's usually when you can see some expansion, when you flip these and they cross over or whatnot. But you got to front run it a little bit. But it seems, we already put in this wick. We already kind of back tested that right there. So, I mean, I'm sure there's a ton of stops right up here. So, I would expect that to come get tagged. But I know Tommy's got his sights set a little bit higher. I don't want to steal his thunder. So you want to go into it, Tommy?
Well, I mean, it's looking definitely like it wants to rip higher, obviously. I was looking at some of the higher time frame momentum indicators last night. You never want to just trade off of indicators, but with a lot of these altcoins, you see the 4, the 12, the daily, this much confluence. You can kind of back test it to see how the asset has performed in the past, with similar readings. And, the readings that I'm seeing right now on Matic remind me a little bit of the ones that we saw at the end of 2020 when it really started to break out. So I think we could be in the phase of, where Matic sees some sort of blow off this week. And we have good confluence, right? Given that ETH is pumping early this week, could serve as beta for that. I do think that, like I said, we could be in the initial blow off phase for Matic. And after that, you saw a period of about, 4 to 6 weeks of consolidation before the real move, right? The bull market move on this asset. And I think in general, this asset, as much as I have crapped on Matic in the past, I think the token vesting schedule relative to other layer ones is much more favorable. And, I won't speak on the community or anything, but this biz dev team, they know how to pump their token. So at the end of the day, that I'm bullish on the Matic team, their ability to pump the token. But I mean, I would like Bitcoin to cooperate this week too. I would like to see that.
What does cooperate mean for you, Tommy?
Well, probably just stop bleeding incessantly.
Yeah.
I think as long as you're painting a pattern like this, for me, it's going to be hard to really want to get too aggressive in long trades. If it's just going to continue ranging or if it's going to give a big bounce, I think Matic is in a position where it's set to be a huge outperformer this week.
Yeah, that is
already outperformed.
I mean, it outperformed, but not quite to the level of Solana to TIA. I mean, those coins absolutely ripped over the last week, and I think that still has a blow off top to give. Is what I'm saying, Will.
But wouldn't you say that TIA is very much just a new kid on the block that everybody's trying to be friends with, and then they find out all of a sudden that kid likes to eat their lunch and drop their crumbs everywhere, so they don't want to be friends with them anymore?
Yes, I actually agree with you on that, Will. I was trying to figure out how I want to play TIA. I know some people have compared it to Atom, so I was looking at some early days Atom PA to see if I could glean some alpha from back then. I think I'll have some lower prices to be able to buy on TIA over the next few months.
For those curious where I got that story from, my daughter came home and told me about this kid at school that she no longer wants to be friends with because the kid eats and drops crumbs on her clothes.
And the moral of that story is it's important to have good table manners, guys. It's important to have good table manners. If you don't get the food in your mouth, no one will want to be your friend.
This is true.
I was just like, I told her, I was like, how does that dictate who you want to be friends with because they eat messy? She's like, I don't like it.
So here's someone in our Discord asked me about TIA.
Man, when you say TIA, that sounds like CIA.
Yeah, I actually don't like the ticker TIA. Like, I feel like they could have done better than TIA. Like Celestia. I don't know. Like, Tia. This doesn't.
Maybe that's the problem that so many tickers are already, taken.
Yeah,
well,
that's probably true.
I don't know if you guys remember Chia Coin, CHIA, but it reminds me of that. And I'm just like, that didn't end too well.
So I want to talk about Celestia because obviously, I mean, look at the chart, right? Everybody feels like they missed out or they didn't have enough. I mean, I think everybody besides King Wabi feels underexposed. I'm pretty sure he full ported TIA in that accumulation, give or take.
Yeah,
I'm not sure exactly, but he was shoving. He converted a lot down there. But someone was asking me about it. And look, I said to him, in essence, everything in this environment is popping off. I mean, you're seeing coins left and right ripping. A lot of stuff looks really good. It's impossible to hit everything. It's impossible to hit everything. If you're making money right now, somebody out there is buckled over their desk crying because they just lost everything trying to short some altcoin and it didn't work. So wait for, if something like TIA is ripping and you've started to look into the project and you're excited about it and you're like, damn, I don't want to buy it 150% off the low. There's going to be an accumulation range that forms at some point. I don't know if it's higher than here or lower than here, but you're probably best served if you're looking for long-term investments in something that looks like this right now and is a new launch, waiting for some sort of range to form rather than chasing it, because it's a dangerous game up here. So I just said, look, you don't have to feel any type of FOMO about this. Everything's popping off. You're making money in other things. Just wait and be patient. Okay, don't go chase this unless you're in for much, much lower. So just wanted to share some thoughts because I know a lot of people are looking to get in, but it's a slippery slope up here, guys. It really is.
The problem
Yeah.
is the level of speculation that a lot of people have in these markets. They just don't understand how price moves, and so they look at things like this and they're like, "Oh, this is the next Ethereum, this is the next Solana, this is the next." Look, Luna didn't do what it did till almost mid market, like it just didn't, and a lot of people don't understand that. They think that they're so late to these coins, and they're all just trying to dogpile into just random coins. I feel like it's the same conversation when I hear about Caspa. Every single day, it's like somebody's like, "Man, I got to get in Caspa. I got to get in Caspa. I got to get in Caspa." And I'm talking just on Twitter, right? And it's like, dude, like you don't have to panic into anything. It's like, look, Caspa could be the future, Solana could be the future, any of these could be the future, and then eventually, by the time they end the bull run, they're going to be 99x down, and they never were the future. Like people just don't understand.
Price is the narrative. The narrative isn't the narrative. Tucker, did you save
Yeah.
the deviation template as deviation, bro? Did I see that correctly?
Yeah,
That's
I did.
smooth, man. That's really smooth.
I don't know. Could have been a deviation, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I got into Matic. I aped a shit ton of Matic, but not because I believed in Matic, and I did this prior to the move. It was more because I was trying to get into a couple NFT projects. And now that I have that Matic at significantly higher numbers, because I didn't even look at price today, I'm going to go buy some of those NFTs for extremely cheaper because Matic price went up.
What, you don't believe in Matic, Will?
I don't care about
Matic is the future of finance, Will.
Look, I'm in and I'm out. Like, and I don't mean that in the aspect that I'm out every time the price goes up.
Oh,
I mean, every
man.
bull run, I'm out.
Look at ETH, boys.
Tucker, where's ETH going here, bro?
Yeah.
Where's ETH going?
No. Where's ETH going, bruv?
Bruv.
Yeah.
Bro, always
North.
bruv. You got to add bruv.
North. Top right chart.
North, top right, upper right.
Yeah, I've had this level marked out for a while. This 2300 level.
Those are rookie numbers. You get a
That's a rookie number. I know. I know Jackus is looking for up here.
I mean, look at where Link is currently trading at.
Yeah, no, I know. Should we do a little comparison?
Brother, massage that thing. Absolutely.
Sosa says Brian Armstrong made a coin and dumped on him. If you're talking about bald, that's actually Sam Frodston, who's now in prison. That's his coin.
I mean, you're literally like.
I thought we proved who the that bald coin was deployed by. It was a guy named Milky Way or whatever. Somebody in the DeFi whale circles.
I love how these guys come out with like random coins and think that and then pretend that they're the founders of something, and then everybody apes in, and then they all get rugged, and then it's like, oh, it wasn't actually them; it was somebody else.
Well, there's a pretty big meme coin that went to over $1 billion this year, where somebody claimed to find it under 100K market cap, and they were actually the founder. But I won't say more than that.
Hey, did you see Bonk? I mean, we could talk about it after this, but I'm just saying.
I did, yeah. I mean, that thing went
Yeah,
ballistic, bro, ballistic.
Man,
So that's what I was talking about.
Cannot wait until ETH pulls up that gold fractal and just silences so many people once again.
Look at this, guys. Do you see this right now? This is the same shoulder, by the way.
Exactly.
This is the same shoulder.
Exactly.
Link hasn't gotten quite there, right? But you're like on Link, you're like up in here somewhere, right? So
On Link, you're already at that weekly order block or supply, where supply, whatever.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Link still has room, bro. If you look at last cycle, all right. If you look at last cycle, like this is just the beginning for Link. Like Link should exceed all-time high before we even get into the halving.
No.
I'm just saying, look at the last cycle.
What about the last
Yeah,
cycle?
but it won't go up in a straight line, Link, nor any other coin, or Sol.
Are you saying we're gonna get this, Will? on
Bonk
Link?
is testing that theory, man.
Scroll out on Link, go on the weekly, and look at it.
Exactly.
Huh?
Look at
this?
where's your 2017 cycle?
I don't know.
I don't know. To the left of your 2020, right there. See that first hump right there?
Talking about this?
Yes. Or no, over more.
It's 19, right? That's the pre-halving year. That would be the pre-halving all-time
That's your
high.
pre-halving, but I'm saying look at your 17 and then come across. You exceeded your
This?
17 before it came. 2017.
Yeah. Link was also like $1.
So you exceeded, you blew up into your halving, right? And then after your halving, you ended up blowing up a second time.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you came up, you consolidated the range for a period of time, and then you blew up again. I think Link honestly still has legs, right? I think
So
it can still climb from here.
Hang on. You think I'm gonna just do this?
We don't have to go to all-time high. We don't have to exceed all-time high. I'm just saying I think we do. I think if it follows an atypical pattern, it will.
This is gonna be wild. You're calling for $1,000 Link, Will? I guarantee it.
Nope, I'm not. Hell no, I'm not. I think it stops at a certain point.
This is Tucker pumping his bags now.
Huh?
I think Link goes to like I don't know, like to like $20. I think realistically, and then it starts to pull back a lot to like back to like 10, and then after halving, it's gonna start rallying to like 40 above.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, here we go, boys. Here we go.
But I do agree, it probably has legs higher here.
Yeah, this is what Will's looking for, guys. This is what Will's
No, I'm not here.
600.
Bro.
That's your
Bro.
that's your
Bro.
that's your all-time high before the halving.
Let's
Chill
go. Let's go.
Bull run.
You are
Max,
not bullish enough. You are not bullish enough, guys.
Max, I think we need to drug test some of the members of BB.
Yeah, we'll work on that. I want to ask Tommy a question real quick. How you feeling about those Tesla calls, Tommy?
Oh man, they printed. I closed them out this morning, but I mean they hit the target, so I'm pretty pleased by that. Now I'm gonna be looking for some long dated stuff if we continued. I think we're probably gonna chop this week rather than trend, but yeah, I'd probably be looking to roll those profits into a longer term position.
Oh man.
Yeah, we are pumping, Tommy. We are pumping Tesla. What are you talking about?
I didn't play the short dated stuff with you. I have some longer dated stuff for Q1.
We're filling the gap.
Max,
I
I
feel like
told
it's
you
easy
gap
gold for you,
fill,
man.
I
Like
told
if we're
You
somewhat
forgot ore
bullish
at the end.
the S&P 500 right now or the Nasdaq, if you look at the relationship between Tesla and the two major indexes, it typically leads and lags to a degree, dumps and pumps. So I think Tesla just came back for that gap fill, and it's just going to be an easy ride through the end of the year in Q1. We should see this thing back over $300 pretty soon, in my opinion. I wanted to just give myself an easy position as long as, the broader indexes hold up. But yeah, that's really clean right there, man. That's so clean.
That gap perfect to the cent.
Yeah.
Now I bet you
Legit
come
my
fill
fill.
this one.
Legit my fill.
That's all Tesla's been doing though. It comes back, it fills the gap, it rolls up. That's why it's so clean. That's why people love it. It's literally just one of those easy to play fucking plays.
This one is really easy because like you had such a clean structure, such a clean narrative, plus you have equities bullish outlook going forward. So like and you have the gaps even above. It's like no brainer in my opinion.
If basically anybody who's looking at S&P and Qs and they're like, all right, what do I bid? They go to Tesla. They go to Apple. They go to Nvidia immediately.
Yep. Do you think actually can we pull out a Nvidia versus Tesla chart? That could be interesting.
Ooh.
Nvidia.
That's something I've never looked at.
Me neither. I just thought like, what is better long here, Nvidia or Tesla?
Okay.
No. Like
I honestly do.
You need to write the ticker in. like Nvidia versus.
Oh, you mean the pair? Okay.
Yeah.
Nvidia over Tesla or the other way around?
I think Nvidia
Doesn't matter.
outpaces Tesla. Personally,
All right, this is Nvidia compared to Tesla.
yeah, it's about to do that same move all over again. That's what it's about to do.
Yeah, I'd say Nvidia still looks good against Tesla.
Yep,
Ooh, range high, Tucker.
I know.
that'll be a triple top too if it hits it.
Shoulder, man. Come get the shoulder at least. Wow, look at these rotation spots. Unreal.
Clean.
Yes.
That's why I want to play pair trading, ratio trading, right? Because they're just like the more or the longer I'm in markets, the less it's valuable to just look at the dollar cost charts. I mean, it's still important because that's the basic, but like, you want to look at all of these to make the decisions.
Speaking of pairs, take a look at Matic BTC, Tucker.
Oh yeah. So
There's a little bit of alpha for the boys. You guys already got it last night and this morning, but look at that
man,
chart,
it's in
man.
our box. How long has this been?
What are we really talking about here with the Matic US dollar pair looking like it's curling up? Matic BTC clearly holding at range low. What are we talking about here,
all
guys?
the coins that people talk to us about at the entire bottom of the bear market are now all your chatters.
Can you
Everybody
take off
thought this about
Haikanashi,
this.
maybe?
Oh, but it's so clean.
Take off Pupanashi and let's go to normal. Thank you.
So clean.
Pupanoshi. What is
Yeah, Pupanashi candles. Thank you. That's
I need
yeah.
to
Look at
change
that, man. Range high, bro.
Yeah, range high income.
I like to call them carry-anashis. They help carry you through the trade.
So, one thing that we have to mention before we continue is that we do have 48 people watching and we have 37 likes, guys.
Let's go.
My voice is questionable today, so I won't be able to badger you guys quite as much. But guys, if you are enjoying the stream so far, please consider just taking one quick moment and hitting that thumbs up button for us. It does wonders for the channel. It does wonders for our growth. And the goal today was 70 likes while live, guys. 70 likes while live. We're going to need price action to start moving up. We're going to need some pumping or something like that. But if you guys are enjoying the content so far, please consider hitting that thumbs up button for us. Again, it does wonders for our growth. And the reason we're able to grow so quickly is because of you guys. Furthermore, if you are new here, this is Market Check brought to you by Because Bitcoin. We go live Monday through Friday, 10:50 a.m. Eastern time daily. And this is your full cast. It's just basically an hour and a half long alpha dump. We look at charts, we have fun, we talk narratives, we talk price. We just, sometimes we talk about barbecue and what we did on the weekend, but it's a really great time. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel as well. We are here for you guys 5 days per week at 10:50 a.m. Eastern time with this cast. Please like and subscribe. And let's see. Yeah, we're at 41 likes already, guys. This is we're only 23 minutes in, and we're already at 41 likes. I think we might actually be able to hit 70 today. We'll see.
Max, what'd you do this weekend?
Dude, I actually went to go see Adam Sandler do stand-up comedy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. How was that?
Adam Sandler. Ooh.
Yeah, man. So my mom hit me up, and she was like, hey, I got some tickets to go see Adam Sandler do stand-up. And I was like, are you serious? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, I'm so in. Let's do this, So yeah, I went and saw Adam Sandler last night. Maybe that's why my voice is gone, man. I was just screaming it. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I was laughing a lot. He's funny, but yeah, my voice just feels like toast right now, man. So
Max was heckling Adam Sandler.
Dude, I love the Sandman. He's a legend, man. Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison.
He is a legend, man. Yeah,
the Sandman.
Jinx.
I do have some alpha. If you guys want?
This is an Adam Sandler only stream, Will. So if it's not about Adam Sandler,
yeah. Well, it might be
NFTs.
Look at real quick. This is insane, man. Like if we're going to get a rotation into Matic, I mean, this is the spot.
It's going to happen. It's 100%.
Look at these two charts. Look at Matic versus Sol.
Wait, let's do one more.
And Sol and Matic were the two leaders of last cycle. They were
Excellent.
the two leaders to the upside last cycle, amongst a few other names, but they were up there. So if you're looking at these pairs, perhaps it's Matic's turn. Perhaps Matic needs some light.
I wanted to see Matic ETH also. It looks kind of good.
It
So
It's already kind of pumped a little, but yeah.
But look at that, respecting market structure.
Yes.
Higher lows.
Yes. Come get the highs. Come get the highs, Matic. Yeah, it does look good. Who could have foreseen?
Look at this, man. Look at this comment. Watching and not hitting the like button is haram, man.
all I'm gonna say is, if you're not Matic, you're missing out, man. That's it. All right.
The BB flip of Matic in terms of sentiment is too good.
I heard a certain someone say that they were privately. They said, I'm not going to name who it was. They said, I'm happy Matic didn't go to zero.
Sounds like a Chad.
He's a beast, man. He's an absolute beast. He might be a fictional Pokemon character, or he might not be. I'm not sure. Let's check out Doge, man.
Yeah.
If you check out Exhibit A there, Max, go and look at my floor there. I just texted
What'd you say, Will?
Oh,
who could have foreseen?
Who could have foreseen?
.eth.
.eth, of course. Oh man.
What did you say, Will? Check out what?
No, I said look at the floor on the NFT I just sent you.
Did you know what's funny? This morning, I said this on our Discord call with our community this morning, man. I saw so many people bragging online about taking ETH profits, like on the smallest little squeeze. And I just find it funny, man, because it just seems like a lot of people are still stuck in this like really low time frame preference to trade with and scalp. And in my opinion, it's probably a lot easier to just yes, take profit. That's good. It's a lot easier to position yourself in smaller size, lower leverage trades and just let these big moves play out and not have to like lever up, I made so much money on this like 8-point bounce on ETH. It just seems like a broken strategy for this environment right now. As you have ETH pushing up against a almost 2-year range high.
Yeah.
And you're bragging about taking like a 10-point, 20-point scalp. It seems like you're missing the bigger picture. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys disagree.
Yeah, that's the problem with scalpers and higher time frame traders. So I think it's when scalpers do really well in the ranges and lower time frame sideways, and obviously we would have to define like what's scalper, right? Because scalper can be like a position between 1 to like 30 minutes, right? Anything above that is short-term trader and blah blah blah. But like the thing is, when a scalper is trying to predict higher time frame moves, he usually gets it wrong, and when higher time frame trader goes onto lower time frames, he usually gets that wrong too. And somewhere in between is where they sort of start to fight. And that's usually also where meat of the moves are. Not meat of the moves, but like where the focus is, what everyone watches, right? So like H1, H4, because we live in a daily time frame. And if you want to see a daily or weekly move play out, it takes weeks to play out, right? So if you are watching every day on the hourly time frames. And then if you are on the shorter time frames, that's where one excel and the other. But we all watch the hourly and H4. If that makes sense.
I mean, I used to, Jack. It's like I feel like so many people get lost in the H4 and H8 and the H12 and all those stuff. I just, and this was the problem at the lows, right? Where I was basically telling people like, hey, we're trending the other direction, market's going up, and everybody was just looking at the short positions of every move up. And it's like that's not the play right now. Everything's actually trending the other direction. So we need to be looking for to play with the trend. You needed to be going long, right? Whereas everybody kept feeling like they needed to continue to go short because they felt like the market direction was still down. And there's still people right now that still think the market direction is down. Like today, think the market direction is down, and that blows my mind.
Just dropped.
Yeah, Capo just tweeted.
And what did he say?
Not right now, but he tweeted over the weekend that he still remains his bearish bias and something like
and
that.
What price is he talking? 8K?
Bro, he literally thinks we're going to the lows again.
He said before we're going to 12.
Yeah, he remains convicted to the downside.
Again,
it's the cartel. It's the cartel right now.
Biggest bull trap you've ever seen, but you won't trap me.
Yep.
Yeah, well, this is the problem, right? What if it's a bull trap, but it happens 10 years from now? Come on, like use your brain a little
bit. What's going to happen is it's going to go to like 80K per Bitcoin, and then it's going to nuke to 40K, and he's going to go, "I told you."
That's what I'm saying. That's what most of these people are hoping on.
I made money on this. That's what he's going to say.
Yeah, it's not swallowed. Yeah, like the point being is if you were short for multiple years, you probably lost all your net worth, everything, and probably everything you worked for and put it back into the market. So, like, I again, like H4, H8, they're all great for like if you're trying to scalp. They're amazing for scalp moves. I call those the scalp moves, whereas a lot of people look at like 15 minutes, so on and so forth, as scalp moves. No, I think anything below a daily time frame is a scalp.
Whoa. Come on.
I play the charts in the manner that if it's 4 hours, I'm looking to be in and out in 4 hours, right? If it's 8 hours, I'm looking to be in and out in 8 hours. If it's a day, I'm looking to be in and out in a day. If it's a week, I'm looking to be in and out within a week, or maybe a couple weeks, right? All depending. If it's a month, this chart, maybe a month or 2 months or 3 months.
What about this one?
There's not enough data. I can give you an easy,
but that's the 12-month chart
for anything there. There's not enough data. Yeah. So what do you have to do if there's not enough data?
No,
then you have to skew it down, right? So then you got to bring it down to the monthly. Then you got to bring it down to the week. You got to find that perfect data point, and that's what a lot of people miss. I can show you a new chart. I can show you like big time, for instance, right? And I can look at it, and yes, I'll have to scale that down. I won't be able to use weekly, monthly, but I use whatever provides the most data and gives me the most structure. And in time, weekly, monthly will give you the most data and structure. But if you don't have that, then it's going to be hourly, 4 hourly, 8 hour. You got to just go with what you have, right? So at this point, you're speculating with big time. That's what you're doing. You're just basically speculating. There's not enough data there to even call this a chart. There's not enough data there to even say there's price action to be played on this. Now, you could arguably say there's a floor there, right, on the 1 hour, and you could go with that floor. And you can say every time you touch that floor, you can bounce, right? And you can play that floor all the way across. And same thing with the highs, right? You can basically say right there at the highs, you've retapped that high now multiple times. And I'm saying the high is the mid-range. And then from the mid-range, you do have that upper range that's going to get retested at some point. The expectations are you are going to get through that green box, and you're probably going to retest the all-time high. So what do? Well, you can continue to play that chop range below that red box is the high. And then at the orange line right there is your low. And you can play the highs and the lows of the range. That's a scalp, right? But outside of that, like, I mean, we can sit on here and teach people how to trade this stuff easy. But the point being is that your data needs to be based on what you have for data, right? So like SPX, for instance, I wouldn't even put that on 12 month. I'd put it on a monthly. That's the highest time frame I typically go. But monthly, weekly, daily is usually the best way to tell your trend. And then you can play within that trend, your 4 hour, 8 hour, 12 hour, so on and so forth.
Oh, yeah.
Once you figure out what direction the trend is.
I mean, that's the biggest problem with definitions in general. So whenever you have a discussion, right? So like, this is Will's definition of time frames, and it's totally legit. The problem is that someone else is going to have their definition, right? And so as you can see, guys, is that like for Will, anything below daily is a scalper. And then you can have people that will say, well, anything that's on the hourly is scalper. Then you will have M15, and people will say, well, that's scalper. And then for many order flow traders, it's gonna be like, I only look at the fucking minute chart, and then some people they will not even look at the chart. They will only trade the DOM, right? So that's the problem, and I think it's not really about the definition, because we can define like anything we can call scalper anything that's below daily, because there is no like universal definition of stuff. But the problem is, or what's important to do is that whenever you start a discussion, is to define these terms, right? So that, for example, when Will talks about scalping, we understand that he's talking anything below daily. But for example, for me, scalping is like 1 minute to 30 minutes long position, and this is very important to differentiate when you talk to each other, right? So that we
always
understand
ask the
each
questions.
terms. Yeah. So that's the same, by the way, guys. With whenever you say I'm bullish and someone says I'm bearish, and then the bearish guy looks at fucking H1 time frame, and the bullish guy looks at fucking weekly, right? And they can be both right, and that's the problem.
Yep, and that is exactly it, and that's the problem a lot of people are running into. They're looking at lower time frames versus higher time frames, and I'd say higher time frames, everything's been bullish, right? I'd say lower time frames, yes, everything was bearish, and it can still be bearish, right, on lower time frames. But
Dude,
when you look at it,
ETH chart, man, look at that ETH chart.
when you look at SPY, for instance, SPY was one of those that was an easy layup from the mid, right, from the middle. If you just do it on a weekly, looked at the middle, do it on the monthly, looked at the middle, you had such a good amount of support there that even if you were scalping, you should have zoomed out and looked at that. But also, in addition to that, I would say, and I just want to throw this out there, just food for thought, these are all just our own looks on the market. And I'm from TradFi, so I came originally from stocks. But I would say if you were to look at this from a whole standpoint, you can also look at institutional investors. Institutional investors look at things from quarterly, which is typically 3-month spans, right? So that's completely different than any of us trade. I don't know any trader out there specifically that trades quarterly. I don't know any trader that trades quarterly. And that's how institutions trade. So if you want to trade like an institution, look at things from 3-month span, and then you can see a better outlook on how they're looking at performance when it comes to an asset class.
Well, I got the quarterly on here.
No, but I'm saying most traders don't trade on the quarterly as well.
Look at that quarterly order block.
That's actually a good. That's a good trend right there for a quarterly, man. Like
look
we
at
took
that
a line from the
quarterly
low.
order block right there, Tucker. The previous quarter.
Yeah.
Look at that, man. That is
Completely
so much
filled.
higher.
Yeah.
And you can see it's going to 3060 once again.
If we're going by quarterly here, within 3 months, that thing should reach that high. We should be at 3,500, 3,600.
By the way, guys, 50 likes. We appreciate that support, man. That's awesome. Let's get to 70, guys. Let's pump it to 70, and we drop some alpha, right? We're
actually teaching people how to trade live, just from different perspectives.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You might have to retest that order block at some point, but it should be an absolute spring.
Yeah, so we can go, I don't
know, you chop that range so you can get out of it and leave it.
Go on NASDAQ. Go on the NASDAQ post the .com crash and tell me that those order blocks got retested.
Oh, I'm sure they didn't retest everything.
Yeah.
Not a single one.
.com crash.
Yeah. Like when the bull market started, right? You didn't get the order block retest either there.
Right down there at the lows.
Yeah. You didn't get any of these retests. Like you got this big one during the crash. That's true. But then you have another two popping up, and you didn't get either of these. So like from the very low of 2008, right? That's the bottoming demand that was created. No retest. Then you have another follow-up. No retest. Then you have another follow-up. No retest. Then you have another follow-up. No retest. So you have like 4 quarterly demand, and neither of them got retested. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
And this is what people need to keep in mind. This is what people need to keep in mind. And I keep on reminding guys, if you are not going to position sub 2000 Ethereum, you may never get the chance again. People forget that. I mean,
Yeah,
it
but
could.
I mean,
Go on. Will.
you're right. I was gonna say you're right. If you want to be in Ethereum, then sure, yes, you may not get that opportunity again. But I would figure if I want to be in an asset, it's going to be probably Bitcoin outside of anything else, right? If I'm looking, what I'm looking to do, at least for me, in my perspective, and everybody does this differently, and everybody has a different perspective. I'm completely respectful of other people's opinion, but it's to increase the sats, right? Because I think Bitcoin does continue to trade up, and so if I'm looking to increase sats, I'm looking for performance.
Same, Will. That's a good point. And by the way, guys, I'm looking for the same thing, and has always been, like, the ultimate money or store of value in crypto is Bitcoin, right? And Ethereum is trying to be something. It's trying to solve some problems that do not really exist, probably. And I'm like very fundamentally bullish on BTC, but like I'm playing these rotations, right? If I see that BTC is bullish and I have a chance to increase my Bitcoin holdings, I will do so, man. The same with Sol, and I think like it's really like people make fun at Solana. I'm no fan of Solana, but like the chart and the opportunity is so.
It's all about
good.
performance, man. Like, if you come from TradFi, like there shouldn't be a single person out there from TradFi who doesn't see it the same way. Like your whole purpose in TradFi is to look at SPX and outpace SPX. If you're not outpacing SPX, you're doing horrible.
Yeah. And in crypto, it should be outperforming Bitcoin. Otherwise, you should just stack Bitcoin, right?
Correct.
And
exactly. Yeah. If you can't outperform, then you stack. That's how it works.
Yep.
But go ahead, Jackus.
Yeah, it's a good point, man. And like maybe for some people, it's legit just the best thing to do is just DCA Bitcoin, either percentage wise on drops or time wise, because those are two different types of DCA. So, and then you can, for example, what you can do is play higher time frame rotations on Bitcoin, where you like each cycle there's a portion you never sell, you always accumulate more, but there are some you should like take profits as well. So you take profits on the way up, and then if it drops, you buy. So that's maybe the best play for some people to just keep buying BTC, of course. But if you
exactly. If you don't know how to trade, it's probably best you just stack sats rather than buy other things to try and outperform. Because I watched a lot of people ride this thing up and do really, really well in 2021. Like I watched the people really just blow their entire net worth to the upside, like just stupid amounts of net worth. And they were just simple investors. And then they rode it all the way back down and probably lost more than they invested. So.
Hey, Will, we had a super chat, man. It looks like they want some questions from you, man, or some answers from you.
Oh, yeah.
Pokey, thank you so much. Question here is, what do you think about these alts, Will? FIL, JSMY, ICP, DOT, KSM. They're my biggest alt plays, and I'm considering taking some profits to move to other projects, but I want to be heavy in these projects. Thank you so much for the super chat. Absolutely fantastic. Big thank you, Will. Maybe if you've got a chart, you could go through a couple of those.
Yeah, so, I can pull it up. Yeah, that's Pete. He's followed me for a long time. We got into a lot of those really, really early. That was at the lows. Let me see here, though. Give me 1 second. So we'll share that. And then, like, I guess we could start with File. File did really well, and I think it's going to continue to do well. So when I was talking to them about File, roughly, or probably sitting around in here. And, $2, $3 was kind of the range I was telling everybody to kind of buy in. And if we're up on these, here's the thing with storage, and this is why it's hard to get rid of storage for me. I'm still holding it. Is because if price continues to go up in assets, you're probably going to see new projects launch, and they're going to need storage to be able to continue the price of these assets. Now we can see something very similar here to where File did a very similar move as what it's doing here, in my opinion. And honestly, I think, and you can see right here, the support is very clean, very clear. You had an easy layup from the low here to kind of hold price. And I think that will continue to hold price in here. And that I think that, you know, we're somewhere in this chop range, but this is kind of like your bigger accumulation range, because if you caught File anywhere's above here, or if you sold anywhere's below here, you were kind of selling the meat of the move, or selling before the meat of the move, because your exponentials were roughly about 3,000. Now, does that mean that that File does that again? Maybe not, right? Maybe File's a little more compressed here. Maybe it only does like 700, 800, whatever, right? But these are still really good gains as far as File goes. And I think personally this will do well. File and Saya, if you guys understand the ecosystem of crypto, you understand what the purpose of storage is within crypto. So I think these are really strong plays. Dot, people keep laughing at me. It's going to be hilarious when this is all done and said and over with, because everybody's chasing higher beta. But I think Dot does exponentials. You got the Dot ETH pair. It looks horrible right in here, right? But arguably, I would say it's slowed, and it's kind of like at its lows here, kind of holding that low end range. And this is where I'd like to see it remain. I mean, this is a big candle here. It come up and flip. We'll see if it does, and it's going to do an exponential before it flips, like it did over here, and we'll know when that kind of occurs. But I think Dot kind of trades off of this. It's been an oversold asset for a long period of time. We got Dot right in here, similar move, basically buy up, drop, heavy buy up. To me, this is becoming an accumulation range versus a sell range. And it could definitely trade a little bit lower, right? But like, I think this thing's swooping out. So I think Dot's an easy layup. KSM, you already know that one. We played that one all last cycle back in the day. KSM's a strong play too. KSM is a dev play, so it's an easy layup. So devs like to buy this. They like to test net all their stuff on the KSM. So KSM gets a heavy bid over Dot. Dot gets the bid on the parachains, but KSM gets the bid on the developer side. So it does work out. It's a win-win. Moon River and all that stuff like that. I mean, even Snorlax knows that those were the plays back when they came out. So these were, again, easy layouts. Again, weekly, you got the bullish div playing out. I think people are just sleeping and chasing high beta versus playing the easy layups.
Man,
so
Kusama, I haven't heard that
bull
one.
div playing out to a T right there. You got your lower lows, higher highs. I think this thing's gonna swing high, probably all the way up to here. Yeah, but you know KSM, bro. Like, this thing freaking bids so hard, and I think it'll bid hard this time too. Again, this is like Bitcoin. When Bitcoin was down below its value range, anything in here for me is your value, right? So like anything below here, I think once you flip this range, you get retail buyers, and this thing starts sending and bidding to these ridiculous levels of what it did last time. I mean, currently it's like $26. The high range here was almost like $700. It's something pretty insane. What else we got? ICP. Yeah, you already know. A lot of people are shitting on ICP because of that dump, man. But look, remember, like every one of these coins that dumped on people, they've made a comeback. And I have no doubt that ICP, if you look at its canister stuff that it's got going on, will do the same. Currently at 472. It's just been playing this bottom range. It did flip below, came back up, reclaimed value, which is really good. You want to see it stay above this range right here specifically. But this is another one of those too. Again, bull divs. Granted, it broke its bull div a little bit here, but it's still, in a hefty uptrend as far as strength as it's been falling, and I think it's going to roll out to the upside. And then I think it was Jasmine. Yeah, we can cover Jasmine real quick.
Man, every time Jasmine is one of those coins where every time I trade it, we are close to a top. we all have like that handful of coins that we trade where, like, if you're trading it, you got to be a little self-aware.
Yeah, Jasmine is one of those plays, man.
That watch list, Will. That watch list is too much.
Bro, I gotta. These are my plays from last cycle, and they do really well every single cycle. So I gotta keep them because I gotta keep track of their change percentages, so I can know which ones to really pay attention to. Again, Jasmine, look, guys, like fade it, fade it, fade it, fade it, fade it. But look, like it's the dumbest stuff ever, and it just continues to get stronger and stronger at the lows. And you do have the flip right here on the price. You got the uptrend following the uptrend, but you had the biggest bull div in history right here. Ran up, in formation down, and now arguably I'd say we'll probably make a W in here. So it'll probably cool off a little bit before it plays and then rip. Something like that. That's at least my expectations. If not, it's gonna come back up, trade back up to the high. If it trades back up to the high, I think it's gonna break out. So, but I think it might W here, which means where it's at right now will be resistance, the mid range, and then it'll probably pull back off of this, revisit, and then rip. Yeah, that's my thoughts on all those, man. Like, again, I think they're all plays. Look in the ICP canister program, you'll know what I'm talking about with that one. ICP is like it's the coolest shit ever if you just go on there and look at their ecosystem. They probably had the best looking ecosystem out of all of these L1s, man. Like it's actually nuts. I know it's not specifically that, it's the web of Web3, but it's got a lot of cool stuff going on. Yeah, that's my thoughts on all that stuff.
Yeah, thanks, Will. All right, guys.
I have a question. When Pavel was talking about higher for longer, was he talking about Nasdaq or SPX?
He was talking about markets in general. That's what he was talking about. Hey, that oil play though. Hold on, let's look at oil real fast. Remember, oil was over right here, guys. Oil was over, and now look, we're already starting to move. I know it's a small victory, but I think this victory only gets bigger. I don't think oil goes much deeper in this. You got an easy, no fade, normie trend line. You got the levels playing out to where they should be. This is your highest activity range right here. Again, this is where your previous B was. That's basically where you're bouncing. And arguably, I'd say oil's going to move off this to the upside.
What likes are we at, guys, right now? Right now.
We're at 57.
Okay, guys, we're at 57. Our goal was 70. But listen, I have some serious alpha that I just looked at that I want to share with you. But it comes with a price, and that price is 80 likes. 80 likes today. We pumped to new all-time high. But it's very important. It's really important alpha that I wanna tell people. They should hear it. They need to hear it. But it comes with a price, and that price does not cost anything else but a click of a like button. And that cap is 80 likes, guys. If we get to 80, we are currently running 53 minutes in, right? So there is still lots of time to do that. 80 likes, and that alpha is gonna be shared.
You heard it here, guys. Chef Jackass, he's cooking something up, but it's an expensive meal.
Very important.
An expensive meal.
Is there a better meal than an expensive meal?
No.
No.
There's not.
There's none.
60. Did we hit 60? Yeah, we must have.
Trying to ask myself if I actually think Soul's had its blow off top yet.
I was literally just looking at that, Tommy. Look at this. I was literally comparing it to ETH last cycle, and I'm pretty sure. All right, let's look at this.
Ooh.
All right, let's look at this. This is ETH from last cycle.
Before we go there, Max, because I know you're gonna cook. Before we go there, define blow off top for people so they because a lot of people probably hear that and they think it's just over, right?
Greedy for the likes. Oh man,
That's actually funny.
Now, when
We
I'm
needed
saying,
blow off top.
when I think blow off top, I think like price basically doubling within a few days type of move. We've had, A huge.
What's the pullback on a blow off top for you though, Tommy? That's probably what a lot of people wonder when
You're
they
not
hear the
gonna
word blow off top. They think it's over.
Well, I mean, before or after, right? It depends. I could see Sol doing something just completely hilarious this week, and that goes for like green candles and red. So it's a little hard to position for a blow off top, right? For that reason, because it is kind of like the peak levels of volatility on an asset. You could trend like 100% in a week, right? But you could have dips that are 20 to 30% along the way that just get eaten up because the trend is so strong. That's what a blow off top looks like to me.
No, not. I guess that's not really. So what I'm reaching for a specific thing because I want it for our listeners. But so when you say blow off top, are you saying like trade sideways between like a 20 or 30% range? Are you saying that it's over and going back to the lows? Are you saying that it's going to go stagnant for multiple months? Maybe like what's your scenario in those kind of scenarios? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, I could see two scenarios, right? Like I could see it kind of looking like that ETH chart that Max just printed, where we put in some sort of red candle and then start to go sideways. Or I think the big blow off top scenario is Sol just absolutely sends here and has still yet to put in that blow off top. I hesitate to give targets because I don't want to give people like the wrong idea.
No, not targets. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to give like averages, right? Like, what do you look for averages for blow off top scenarios?
I'm looking for like 80 to 100% move on a blow off top, right? I mean,
okay,
that's
possible
probably,
80 to 100%.
Dude, I think we had it. I literally think this was it. Like, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we are trading the ETH fractal, but
Yep.
most people just think that like we're over here, and we're actually not. I don't necessarily think we have to do this and go back down to the lows.
Oh no, Tommy was right.
No. Tommy was still wrong.
Bet.
Tommy was still wrong. Don't worry.
This is good for context, though.
Yeah, but here's the difference, though. Is Tommy has until Valentine's Day. Tommy's not getting it by Valentine's Day if it's coming. But what I am getting by Valentine's Day is my steak.
I need Novogratz to put the Turbo TWAP cell on.
How many steaks are you guys at right now? Just one?
One, and I'm buying his flight first class both ways.
Both ways.
And it's not just the steak, it's the dinner. It's the steak dinner.
It's the experience. It's the experience.
I need that mayonnaise in my life, man.
How many drinks are you getting, Max? That's the real question.
Dude, I've become a bit of a wine connoisseur, Will, which is a shame for Tommy,
Bring
man.
The bottle. Bring the bottle.
I've got a palate for expensive bottles, Will.
How old is your oldest bottle?
I actually don't drink. Like I literally don't drink. So Tommy got away. He skirted away with that one, but
don't worry, I'll be drinking.
The biggest price there isn't the price of tickets. It's about the bragging. That's the biggest price.
Yeah.
It's all great banter at the end of the day.
I wonder
Tucker did try to trap me, but it wasn't gonna happen.
I actually cared more about the steak dinner than the bet.
I wonder if Tucker is gonna bet about those miladies.
Oh,
is he gonna
5 ETH? The 5 ETH for one milady bet?
I was trying to get him to take it. He chickened out, man. He chickened out on me.
Man, I said I wanted to get through November 1st.
Max, Goose asked what kind of sides.
Oh man, we're talking about lobster mac and cheese. We're talking about loaded hash browns, man. We're talking about caramelized Brussels sprouts with little bacon crisps on it, man.
Oh.
Everything, Goose. Like, it'd be easier to tell you what sides we're not gonna get.
We're gonna eat until we have to get our stomachs pumped, and then we're gonna go right back.
Right back, man. Right back. We're gonna go to this steakhouse in Minnesota. It's gonna be. He's got to fly me somewhere because I've got a first class flight. But you guys should look up this steakhouse, man. It's called Manny's. It's in downtown Minneapolis. It's called Manny's.
So
Mannys, man. It's a tradition. I go to Manny's every single year on my birthday. I have forever. this thing, this steakhouse, it's incredible, man. Absolutely incredible. Tommy went to it when he came into town a while back.
Oh yeah,
It
it was so good, man.
It's the best.
We're doing that for your birthday this year, Max. It's happening.
I want you guys to come into town, but you're gonna have to bring jackets, man. It gets cold. My birthday is in January, so.
Oh man,
That
what
would
is
be
it? -5?
Right?
No, it'll probably be like 20.
Oh, that's nothing. That's fine.
Yeah, but you're Kansas City boy.
Yeah,
you know,
dude,
you
it gets
understand.
cold. It gets cold here.
But can you imagine Wabi coming to Minnesota in January?
No.
Man, he wouldn't make it.
Look, I grew up in Ohio as a kid, and if you stood outside long enough some days, you could freeze to death. So I'm used to this kind of.
Franco, Phil, have you been, brother?
Is he from there?
Franco, if you're a resident of the North, you need to speak up right now.
Northerner.
Wow.
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 Is that what people call it? They call it mini.
Nah, I don't think so. What?
Whoa.
What do you mean you're from Minneapolis? This is the first time here. Franco's from Minneapolis? What?
First class Spirit Air.
Spirit.
Oh, I did want to ask though. Does the flight that you are taking, does it matter what airline that Snorlax uses or Tommy uses?
Can't
I'm not
be
gonna
Did
Spirit.
you guys discuss that? Did you guys discuss?
It's gonna be like a United or a Delta flight. It's gonna be.
Oh,
nice.
bro.
Bro,
No,
it's
if you guys
definitely
didn't
not
discuss it, you
Spirit.
should put him on Spirit, bro.
It's
If you
not-
guys
I'm
didn't talk
I'm not gonna
about
put
it.
them on Spirits.
It's not Spirit, man. It's not Spirit.
Imagine first class on Spirit.
It's not Spirit.
Is
I
there
don't think
first
Spirit
class
even
on
has
Spirit?
first class, man. I don't
Yeah.
think
They
that's a
do.
thing.
They do have it.
Skull.
I think they do. Actually, I might be wrong.
I'm
I
dead.
refuse to believe people pay for first class on Spirit Airlines.
Here's what we're gonna do, guys. Here's what we're gonna do for my birthday. The entire team is gonna come into town. Okay.
On
Then
Spirit
we're gonna
Airlines.
time it out with like a Timberwolves game or something like that because they're actually good this year. And we're gonna go watch Anthony Edwards drop like 50 on somebody's head. It's gonna be
Mhm.
unbelievable. And then we're gonna go to Manny's right after that. It's gonna be fantastic.
I'm gonna go see my brother in Phoenix here in a few
Well,
weeks.
mobile.
I'm gonna watch Wemby play. I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh, Wemby. He's been my guy on the live betting.
He's
been
insane,
that
man.
guy.
he is actually ridiculous. He'll be the best player in the league in like 5 years.
He shouldn't be able to move like that with that body.
No, he shouldn't. I mean, Anthony Edwards is a beast too, man.
Yes. The T-Wolves are good. It's cool to see that though.
We're never good, man. We're never good at anything. But we are good this year so far.
Unfortunately, I'm not a Nuggets fan, so I didn't get to really celebrate the last NBA championship. But
Snorlax, betting on Jokic to get a triple double at home is a lock every single game. Trust. Trust. He is a
I shoved on the Chargers money line last night. I was so pissed.
Oh man.
Brandon Staley really let me down, but it is what it is, man. I'm used to disappointment as a Chargers fan. If anybody else in the crowd is somehow a Chargers fan and can relate, then it's okay.
Yeah, wait, how did you become a Chargers fan?
LaDainian Tomlinson as a kid.
Oh, of course.
And I grew up in a state where there were no pro sports, so I gravitated to players.
Yeah, that's fair. LT's one to gravitate to. Yeah.
Not many states with no pro teams, man. Not many. I want to say there's probably like less than 10.
Alaska.
Might be more than 10, but not by much.
So, guys, we got 70 likes on the stream. Jack, as you did say in the beginning, you were going to share some alpha at 70 likes, and then you changed it to 80, I think.
No. I didn't say anything. At the beginning, I was saying that the day we get to like 60, which we already surpassed. But then I said, because I said, like at the beginning, I said, hey guys, on Friday I was talking some alpha to you about Ether. It's Monday and it's already playing out. So let's just show some support and get to 60, but I didn't promise anything, right? And then during the stream, I found out something very important to say. And I said, hey, let's make new all-time high. Let's get greedy a little bit with the likes. Yeah. And bump it to 80. So currently we are at 70, guys. So 10 more likes, 10 more likes.
I think we've tapped out our audience on the likes, man.
Everybody's looking around like they've already liked it twice, you know.
Yeah.
Share it with your friends, though. Tell
But
them that
Jackus,
some alpha is gonna be
did you see that we just dumped from 2,118 to 2,085? It's completely over. It's over
It is,
now.
man. It's
Yeah.
over.
It's over forever. Yeah.
We need to ride that leverage bar to the right and short it, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Here's what's gonna happen, man. It's gonna be this. It's
The
gonna
name
be
of
one more, and then that's it. Then it's it. New high of year. One more. This is your last chance, guys. The BB boys are already in from this weekend right here. We're already in. Actually, some people got better entries than me. A lot of guys actually got in down here because I gave the signal right here, and then we nuked, and then we bounced back up. So because there was a slight delay from when I gave my entry, everyone got better entries than me. But anyways, in from here with leverage. Here's a freebie. All right, we're gonna be somewhere around this region. All right, take it slow, somewhere around this region. All right, this is it. We're gonna get another few sweeps, some more stop loss runs. We already ran the weekly open sweep, man. We don't need it again. Look at that. There's your freebie. There's your freebie. Somewhere around here. I don't know if it might go here. It might just be a sweep of the low. Somewhere around this region. Then that's it. It's over. It's over for the Bears. So much higher. And everybody bragging about taking little tiny scalps on ETH. Oh, I made 10 points. Oh, I made 10 points. We made 500 points. This is where we're going. This is where we're going. Right here. This is the trade. Few understand this. Look at this ETH BTC chart, man. Who could have foreseen .ETH, Tucker?
So random.
Who could have foreseen?
You got
Who
lucky.
could've?
You got lucky.
No, I got lucky. Yeah, no, I drew a box. I got lucky. Who could have foreseen? 72 likes, boys. We need 8 more. I don't know who's gonna get us there.
I mean, as soon as you got above that high from the 23rd, man, you got to be bullish. You have to be.
Have to be.
On ETH BTC. You have to be.
Max, I'm gonna send you in the text chat, what I mean. I'm gonna send you a meme that you need to put over. You need to put it over the screen right now.
I'd be happy to.
You'll love it. Let me find
and Dardos. I do use it, man. I got it right here. I use it all the time, man. The trading current, baby. It's the Because Bitcoin trading current. It's absolutely fantastic. We give it away for free. If you guys want this, pop in the Discord. You don't even have to pay for the Discord. It should be a free channel. But yeah, it's pretty epic, man. It's a pretty epic indicator, man. We give her away for free.
It's there, Max. Higher. And by the way, 73 likes, guys. 73. So 7 more likes, guys. 7 more likes.
That Jackus guy is so greedy with his likes. All right, let me see. Where's the?
And you need to put it on top of the BTC.
All right, I'll do that right now. Okay. Those things are so ugly, Jackus. Like those guys, they're just so hideous. I don't know who draws them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's go lower.
Man.
To make it bigger.
Oh yeah, I'm making it bigger. I'm just getting it nice and adjusted.
Okay. That's the alpha, guys.
No, you can't just trade support and resistance. Use 8 monitors and 13 automated strategies and an advanced order flow and market profile to help me track smart money. You can't just make money doing that. No. Haha, trading view line makes bounce. Bro, it's so true. It's so true. Look how mad.
You guys want to see a crazy line make bounce? I'll give it back to you, Max. Don't worry. Look at this.
Oh, he pulled a Tommy.
Look at this.
Man.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Look at that support and
I will
resistance.
not allow it.
Tommy.
I will not allow you guys to call moving averages support and resistance on this stream. I will not allow it.
I'm just saying. Look at the punt. If you just long the 100 EMA for 4% on 100x, you would have made some money.
You would have made $1 billion.
Last thing.
And doll hairs.
Yeah.
I always love when people say that.
That's just it right there. Come on, guys. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here?
Oh my gosh.
What are we even talking about?
Guys, we are 3 likes away from the Jackus dump, man. We need 3 more likes. That greedy Jackus needs his 80 likes, man.
It is what it is.
3 likes away. 2 likes away, gentlemen. I already liked it from my personal YouTube. I tried to help you guys out. I threw 1 like on it.
I
all I
did
can
so
do.
myself, guys. I did so myself.
Tommy, should we long this first tap? Here we go. It's gonna happen.
It's coming.
Do it. I kind of have my eye on Soul again, man.
Tommy,
it
what
could
about
do something
Matik?
Despicable this week in terms of
Matik.
volatility.
Let's
Should I let Will back on, man? He keeps dropping and popping back on, and then I have to adjust the chart. Should I just
oh,
No, I'll add him to the stage.
leave him sitting there, man?
I love that profile picture he's got with the alien.
It's so funny.
I mean, talk about support. You're there. You gotta hold it. I don't know.
Will, you can't keep leaving, brother. You leave again, you get stuck in the lobby.
Stuck in purgatory.
He pops out every 3 minutes when he's on his phone, taking phone calls and stuff.
Oh no.
He's got professional business to attend to.
He's a businessman.
We're almost there. Let's watch it closely, Tommy. Let's watch it closely.
Are you really about to bid some random moving average on the 15-minute?
No, I'm not. But look,
Dude, Will dropped again. He's done, man.
Again.
He's done.
He's
I'm
done.
not letting him back in. He's done.
He's done.
Every 3 minutes, he's in and out.
Should
He's
I ban
joining
him
from those
studio?
VPNs, man.
Guys, we're at 79 likes, and then Jackus will
Oh
cook.
my god.
1 more like. Who's going to bring it home? Who is going to bring it home?
Oh,
1
Tommy.
more like, and then Jackus is going to cook. That greedy Jackus who demands his likes.
We're bouncing.
80 likes. There it is. It's official.
Wow.
Wow.
Let's
I can't believe we
go.
got there. I'm not going to lie,
Let's
man.
go.
can't
New
believe we
all-time
got
high after new all-time high, guys. That's
Oh,
bull market of TP.
Now we're at 82, man. Oh, my God.
Oh, we blasted through.
They stuck the middle finger up at Jackus. They said, "You want 80 likes? Watch this."
Let's
All right,
go.
Jackus.
Are we ready?
Jackus.
Are we
It's time to
ready?
cook. We're
Guys.
ready.
I'm dropping so much alpha. You will not believe it. You will not believe it. So much alpha's coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it, guys. No. Of course, guys. I have something for you.
Here, I got something for you too, Jackus. You ready for this?
Go for it.
You're gonna like this, man. You're gonna like this a lot. We got to put this in the corner. Hang on. Give me a second.
Hold up. Is it hold up?
Hold up.
Hold up.
No,
Oh,
it's not.
Oh,
There it is.
It's Will super chatting for himself.
Will super chatted himself. Let me back. Let Will back.
Let's be back.
Oh, all right, fine.
Maybe,
We'll let Will
maybe,
back.
maybe Max lets Caroline back in.
No, oh my gosh, no.
All right, guys. All right. So, need to be. Where do I start? So, I do not want to go too much into Ether right here, but I want to talk about the risk that's currently in the market, and I will start with Phantom, right? And this is something that I was talking about on Twitter when we were down here. And right now, and this is very important, some of you may not like it as much. I hope you will appreciate it. But I am starting to think that we are getting, I don't think we are there yet, but I think that the odds are getting to a decent place of rotating, right? I think we still have upside left in the next
Wait. Is this inverse Jackus or is this real
No,
Jackus?
this is real Jackus, man.
Oh
This is
my
real
gosh.
Jackus. And this is a stuff. I always get these intuitions here and there. And right when we were trading down here, what's that one? When we were trading down here, I was saying that we probably get some scan pump here, where it moves with BTC and so on. But for alt, it's probably gonna be scan pump, and then this trend line is going to get wrecked, right? And I'll go for the next ones. Why I think so. And this was my initial impulse, and they usually play out. And I was expecting we're gonna get some upside. We took this high, and then I do not know exactly where around this area we're gonna top out. I do not think the top is here just yet. It doesn't usually happen on the first sweep, and then we go back to heights, right? But I do think that, I do not know if this pullback, for example, goes all the way and retests this support that is probably sitting on the daily. So that's very much possible, that we, for example, go, because guys, I gotta be honest, I'm trying to be like, I'm trying to help you on both sides, and when we were down there, everyone was freaking bearish. Now everyone's getting a little bit overexcited. I don't think it's time for the big shorts just yet, but this is very important to keep in mind. Sometimes I'm a bit
Prepare for the hate, Jackus.
Yeah, preparing for that. And like for example, I was already expecting this upside right here, but then it took several weeks, maybe like 2 months with this sideways chop. Now we got this upside. So I'm already preparing you guys. I will repeat this few times I will repeat this so that you can really get stuck into your mind. But you need to keep in mind to be very careful and have this in the back of your mind that we are coming to very overbought territory, and the rotation will start coming in. There is still time for upside. There are still alts that will move still a lot, okay? But this is important. I think there is a very, very strong level around here. We can see that the price tends to react there. So I think we still go for that upside. This high doesn't look strong to me for rejection. Once again, I think this area looks pretty solid for a decent bounce. If it does come back there, it doesn't have to. This probably becomes like future breaker, right? And I'll get to that with Link and few others. And I am now shaping up a future context. These intermarket analysis, this is how I do them. And I think we get that further upside. Once again, I cannot tell exactly if we do if we do first pullback, if we just go straight up from here, maybe we'll spend many weeks here doing something shitty like this, but then probably the rotation comes in, we reclaim this range, and then go lower. Just looking from the phantom standpoint, we have not taken this low, and I hate that. I want to see these higher time frame charts taking their lows, and this one hasn't at all. This is not how you want the chart to do. And by the way, I'm not saying it goes like this is just a bit of meme, right? I do not know how deep it does go here, how long does it take, and what form it takes. But when I was making this case, it was like we get first some scammy pump. It makes people FOMO once again, and then there is the sell-off between all these lows that are exposed right now. Now, if I go, for example, on Cardano, look at this, and tell me, what does this remind you of? Does it remind you of something, guys? Tell me.
FTM.
Mark Stucker. No. I want this whole structure. What does it remind you of?
The accumulation range that Bitcoin had after the Wyckoff distribution at 64K. Summer of 2021.
Yeah. It's the May. What I'm seeing here is the base case that BTC had in May 2021, right here.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
And I want to go on like H4, right? Where are you? And it's not gonna be obviously the same, but this whole phase, right? It made all these equal lows. It made you feel like, hey, we are in that bouncing ball, right? This is the bouncing ball, and then everyone starts to draw their fucking we're gonna go to zero. This is breaking lower. You start to short. This is happening. So they will give you like this. This is the upside. So there is the downside. And what usually happens is you get the market pump. I will get to this once again after, right? So understand the narrative. And this is how market makers play. Like those are real greedy bitches, the market makers, right? They make these charts print over and over again. And I'm here to help you guys spot these. And so they always do that. They make you feel like it's going way lower. The support is breaking lower. Let me cook, Will. And then it goes higher, and then it makes you feel like it's never coming back down. And then later on, these get rated, right? Now let's look at Matic. Because it had legit the same thing. It had legit the same thing right here. It was like that, right? Created big support right here. It was the bouncing wall. It sometimes does sweep some of these lows, sometimes not, and then it goes way higher, right? It goes higher, and then boom. Takes all that support, and I think so. I'm getting this intermarket confluence now with like FPM. This was my initial thought. I'm seeing these lows, right? That's gonna get. That doesn't mean like we just took this high, and that's where lots of people will want to get bearish, right? We are sweeping, so this means we're going lower. Usually that doesn't happen, and you first need to wreck the bears and really break the spirits of the bears and make you feel like it's always gonna go up, and then you wreck them, right? I could see all these highs getting swept first. So I'm not saying we are topped right here yet, but this is the context that's already playing in my mind, and you need to keep that in your mind. I think once again Cardano is not looking good, especially on the BTC chart. It's just fucking abysmal. Oh, and here is the one, right? I was saying, hey, this probably gets broken, goes slightly higher, but like this chart is over. Like there will be these spikes upwards, but then future sell. Now let's go to Link. Right? Look at it. I have to tweet about this, by the way. It has just played out. It has just played out for Link. I was tweeting that right here, that we're gonna have the manipulation below and then the upside. Here, nobody cares. Now everybody is fucking Link maxi. But what really happens? We are just reaching very strong resistance. I'm not saying I do not think we top right here. I still think just like for what was it, FTM, we go higher first. And I would not dare to speculate. I would not dare to speculate exactly how high, right? It can look something like this. Maybe we take these two highs, very possible. Maybe we go to like this breaker, all possible. So there can be way more upside still come in the market for Link, for example. But I know the territory right here is dangerous. It's dangerous on the weekly, not like I'm not talking H4. You know, the trend is clean there, and I would not dare to fight it just yet. But keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. And this pullback, this will come through. It's like this one. It's like here. Right now, you are basically here. We are basically, maybe you are here. I do not know if we are currently here, or maybe we are here, right? Something like, that's not the point. We are somewhere in between this one. You get the bottom accumulation, then you get the first impulse. And then you're gonna get the big sell-off. The big sell-off that's gonna probably, some coins, some stronger ones will retest the base. Some very weak ones will just go lower, like I think Cardano will. Here, Cardano was very good buys. And I made those buys even public, right? I have, I actually think I have even the drawing here still from the time. But where are you? Oh, it's actually from the Cardano USD, I think.
25 cents was a steal on that, man. A lot of people didn't see it. 20 to 25 cents was a steal.
Yep, right here, right? These two buys were the big steal. I was making a chart. I have it. I can share it with you guys back here. But I was small account back then because I started my account right here. And here I was talking about this going all the way, like if not to all-time high, then at least here I was expecting, right? It did go from here. So those are the big chances, but we are not there. We are not there, guys. We are, as Max was saying, with that ETH fractal, and this is very good. I wanna entertain this scenario as well. This is sort of the maybe like this, right? We just took all these stops on the lower time frames. Maybe we go slightly higher on Sol, maybe we go all the way up here to like 75. That's like maybe right now we are around this area and we have that last leg on Sol. But we are definitely we are at the same sort of fractal. But there are a few differences. The big difference is that this time took way longer, and this is what people many times fail to understand. They fail to understand the time aspect here, and that's that this part was after this huge sell-off and took about 200 days. This thing took 200 days, but how long did this take one, right? This one took 320 days. That's way longer. So if you are, I do think we see a sell-off. It's natural. So maybe we even go like for the last leg higher, right? That's totally possible. But then, so even if we do entertain this one, we see this retest. This I cannot exactly tell yet how deep we go. I will decide on future conditions. But somewhere around this price area, we're going to be retesting, and then we're going to provide that bigger upside, that rotation next year. But I do not think it's going to take this long. I do not think it's going to take this long because this price took way more than this one. So this period, apologies, this period is gonna be shorter. This period is gonna be like maybe something like this for Sol right here. It's gonna be quicker, but it's gonna happen nonetheless. It's just price is not gonna go from here to moon as it's easy to get emotional here and thinking like, hey, we are just from bear market, we are going straight to new all-time highs or something. No, the market is gonna calm down. It's gonna rotate. It's the smart money playing in the background.
So Jackus, what you're telling me is that I shouldn't sell my bags, but instead stack cash to be able to buy the dip when it comes.
Wait, once again, bro?
No, I was saying you're telling me I should stack cash to be able to buy the dip when it comes, rather than trying to sell the dip.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. Well,
just making it obvious for the audience, right? It's like, because I feel like a lot of them just don't get it.
Yeah, guys, we are looking to sell the top and buy the dip. You sell the weekly green candles and you buy the red candles. But unfortunately, it's very easy to get emotional on the upside and call for higher price targets. Because, the reality is, even with Sol, is that most people miss this upside, just miss this. Some maybe started FOMO here. Who knows? Maybe now it's getting really. And by the way, good point by Tommy, right? When price doubles in a very, very short period of time, that's the time to look for distribution. And look at that. In 2 weeks, we had basically 100% price increase in 2 weeks. So that's a good point, especially when you're coming out of the bear market, right? So this needs to be kept in mind. Now, once again, guys, I do not think the top is here just yet for the market. Nor do I think that there will be alts that pump a lot yet, because these rotations, they take time. I still think Ether is lagging and it's gonna catch up, but it's gonna catch up, Hopefully not catch up to the downside. But yeah, I think.
Look at Sol, Jackus. Look at Sol right now, man. God, why didn't I set a bid? I need you to zoom in real closely. Yeah.
We're going for the 30-second? What are we going for?
No, 30 minutes fine. 30 minutes fine.
30 minutes.
I think this Monday dip is going to get sucked right up, boys.
Max, I literally texted you a picture of this.
I know,
man. It's gonna rip. If that wick sets the low this week, we're gonna rip.
Dude.
Yep. Please.
I can see it coming back to
Look at that, man.
This is the first time. Look at it. This is the first time, guys, that Sol is not continuing higher. The first
Tucker,
time.
why did you not shove that, man?
I didn't think it would happen in the next 3 minutes.
Wait, who could have foreseen, though?
Literally.
You foreseen.
Who? God, it was such a good
Tucker texted me that setup like
5 minutes ago. Yeah.
Yeah, so I know that, guys, I know that this is not sort of like when we are calling, hey, we're gonna pump, right? It's fun times, and they are. But the problem is when you are having good times, you already need to, you can enjoy them here and there, right? But then you need to chill out and understand that the next rotation is already starting to unfold. And I think, once again, yeah.
So somebody's asking about multi-billion-dollar market cap XRP and when it's going to 100x for them.
Okay, so
such a meat grinder, man.
This right here is a downtrend. Right here, we are breaking that, and then $585 coming, and we're gonna go backwards in time. No, I actually, I'm okay. Forget this one. This is not what you want to have in chart. XRP, obviously, because of the SEC case, got silence in the past cycle and didn't follow Doge. Because if you would actually overlay Doge over XRP, you would know that they followed each other all up until last chart. right? So these
Oh.
two were following up each
Oh,
other
that's really interesting.
all the way up until the SEC case. So, but XRP actually looks. I like it. I like it because there was this very obvious, and actually, guys, I was spot on it since right here. I was saying sweep lower. When we had that sweep, I was saying, hey, this is super strong sweep and buyback. We're gonna go higher and all the way up here. Now I don't have, and maybe Max, you remember that when we were trading around this area, I was saying it's probably gonna get blasted through again. Do not know if you remember that, but I was saying that somewhere around here. Yeah, what I like, guys, is that there was this very obvious resistance or so, and support. Sorry, support. So we've broken here on a completely inefficient move based on news, right? I mean, news was used to pump the price, of course, but it was coming in. There was no follow through, and everyone's looking to buy the support. Where are their stops? Right below the low. So we have taken that one, reaccumulated. So I really like this one that we've gone through. And I tend to think that more upside is gonna follow, right? There is now this resistance, and we're probably gonna chop around here. But I don't really have a opinion. You know, it will depend a lot on the case as well. So I would recommend to zoom in. We probably, start pulling back maybe, and well, we are definitely in a range here, right? Like this is now the big range, and I do expect that this is not the market you want to probably be in right now, because it's gonna take its time ranging in between here, and it can take a long time. This is gonna be the big reaccumulation, and then I think maybe after halving, they will win the case, and it's really gonna start to run higher to like, I think we could even go to like 1.6, maybe even, we could run to like $2.6. But I think it's gonna take long time here reaccumulating. So I would recommend, I don't know, it's gonna spend some time here.
So Jackus, you're telling me that institutions aren't panicking to get in and scooping up as much XRP as they can before the next bull run because they may imminently miss the run? Or I love narratives, man, versus price. This is why I always tend to stay towards price, versus like these imaginary things that just never come to fruition in crypto. I just want to throw that out there.
Guys, huge institutions are currently FOMOing into XRP. You cannot miss this out.
Sounds like every YouTuber out there.
Yeah, sounds like every YouTuber. Yeah.
XRP influencers are like the kings of engagement farming. Like the kings of it, man.
Yep. Yep.
There is no second best.
If we just started talking about XRP all the time, we'd have the biggest show on YouTube.
Yeah, immediately.
Guys, by the way, what likes are we at
That does
right now?
not look that bad though.
Jackus, we're at 85 likes, brother.
85. So we blasted through that resistance. I like that. Guys,
yes.
I want to see us go before we have that market top, we gotta hit 100 likes. Okay.
100? How many are we
Not
at?
today. Not
We're
today.
at 85.
No.
We're at
85?
85 right now.
85.
Bro.
Not
Oh
today.
my
Okay,
gosh.
okay.
And look at this.
Let's go.
Oh my
Let's
gosh.
go. I would love that.
Thank you. We made $25 today, roughly. Well, this is euros, so not exact, but between we had a $10 super chat earlier from Okie Pokey, I'm pretty sure.
We had Will.
Then we had Will begging to get back in after he got kicked out. He just left again. He's gonna have to pay $5 every time he wants to come back in after he leaves.
Yeah.
And then this one, 10 euros, man. I mean, wow. Thank you guys so much. Will, I'm not letting you back in yet, Will. I'm not letting you in, Will. You've left too many times. Yep. Okay, there he goes. can't keep leaving. Jackus, when is ETH going to go to a new high of year? I'm not gonna lie, man. I mean, it's just time. You know, it's time for ETH to set a new high of year. All these shit coins have set new high of years, and ETH hasn't yet.
It's coming.
And by the way, I gave you guys that entry live. I literally gave you that entry at 2070. Thank you very much,
guys.
We need high of year. We need the high of year already.
I'm looking for that meme, right? I'm looking for that meme, and you know which one I'm looking at. Fuck, I forget how it's called in English, but like, okay. I have it, guys. So this right here.
Cheeto.
Oh, Cheeto. It's called Cheeto.
The Cheeto in the door meme.
Cheeto in the door. So this is going to get blasted through the way we've blasted through 80 likes, guys. Okay. So there is no stopping. There is no stopping, and it's coming. Anything below this is a cheap price. C price below, cheap price. Buy.
And see, what I think is going to happen here, Jack, is once we get a new high of year on ETH, it really seems to me like that's when the fun starts. You know,
yeah.
I don't think we're going to swing fail 2140. I think when we flip 2140, we'll be at 2300 pretty quickly.
Yes, that's when the euphoria starts, and I cannot wait to grill all ETH BTC haters. But the problem is that when like ETH BTC starts catching up as well, like real catching up, they will all be silent, and then they will silently flip bullish and start saying like, I told you so, or they will start, they will be rejecting. They'll be rejecting the pump from their life. And guys, you gotta respect the pump, remember.
You have to respect the pump. What do you think about ETH BTC here, Jackus, since we're talking about ETH? See, that looks really good to me. That looks good. Very good. Check price, good price.
Check price, good price. Yeah, so once again, I do not know. I do not know if you like go back one more time and then start going into here. Maybe we go higher after that. Maybe we go straight from here. I do not know. With ETHUSD being this strong, I do think that we could go already from here. Not giving the ETH BTC buyers to buy the support. I could see that. Generally, it can be as quick.
Wait,
guys.
Did you see that daily order block there, Jackus? Real quick, go to the daily time frame. Look at the breaker block to the left, right there. Yeah, that's why I think we're probably good. Like we're good here. We don't need to go lower.
Yes, I agree. Not to mention it's the confluent with the range lows, basically.
Exactly.
So
same level.
Continuation. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Yeah, it can come like it's always unimaginable, right? It's always unimaginable, guys, until it happens. And then when it happens, it's like it was so obvious it would happen. So yeah, I think the follow-up after is gonna be different. I still think that ETH is gonna punt in this big Chad move that's gonna surprise many, and then they will all be looking to buy back once again. Just like here, it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the same thing. When we got this move last year, I was bearish. That's the problem. I was bearish on BTC all the way since we made this break of structure, and I was expecting this to come back lower to this demo, and I was bearish on it, and most likely lots of people were bullish here, and then these same people are now calling for the death of Ether. I'm not gonna be fucking turning when it at last came to the place I wanted to. It took lots of time. I did not expect that. Okay, I gotta be honest. And that's why I'm not trying to predict the timing so much, with like how long it's gonna take. But when it does come there, and takes all these stops below like man, and look at the sentiment, man. It's like BTC recycle at 20K. All you had to do is like, you wanted retest of prior all-time high. When it came, all of you back down. All of you crawled back, right? BTC has been here for like 13 years, and so it has already validated itself. It's not like in the past cycles when it literally could have gone to zero. No, now it's already validated itself, and so many people backed on it. So now you don't back on this one right here. And I think we're gonna get possibly something like very similar. It's not gonna be the same, but I could see a very similar pattern playing here, right? You could see something like that. With like, you know, maybe I'm just gonna do it like this.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know, this is gonna be the next big one. It probably won't be this long, but I do expect this one to take. I do expect it to take some time to bleed, and it's gonna probably make people buy. When it does, it's probably gonna make people buy here, right? And it's gonna take its time and then drop buy, and no, another one, and crush their souls. It's legit what happened here, you know. Crush their dreams, keep bleeding, keep losing each support, break that sentiment. Now the sentiment has been flipped. We are ready to go up. Guys, that's it from me from today's alpha.
Thank you, Chef Jackus. We got 90 likes on the table, guys.
90 likes.
90 likes on the table, man. That's incredible. You guys are out of your minds, but I think we need to call it here, guys. We've been going for an hour and 45 minutes. So let's do this. All right, let's do this. Guys, we're going to call it here. This is Market Check brought to you by Because Bitcoin. I'm not going to ask you to like the stream because I think everybody has liked the stream from numerous accounts. We got 90 likes. If you are new here and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button. We go live Monday through Friday, 10:50 a.m. Eastern time with this cast that you're looking at right now. All right. Me, Tucker, Snorlax, Will's Outlook, and Jackus. It's an hour and 45-minute alpha dump. We talk about charts. We talk about narratives. We talk about eating steak together. It's just a good time all together. So please, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please just take one quick moment and hit that subscribe button. We love watching that number go up. Number go up is good tech. So we need that number to go up. Thank you guys so much again for being here. Oh, funny. I still got Chef Jackus up there in the upper right corner. Now, if you like what you've seen, if you think we're smart guys, if you like watching the show and you want to take it to the next level, check out that first link in the description of the video below, becausebitcoin.com/premium. That will take you to our website where you could sign up for our premium Discord service. You get to trade live with me, Tucker, Snorlax, Will's Outlook, Jackus, King Wabi, the entire Because Bitcoin team. What we focus here on, with our free content on YouTube is helping you guys approach the markets. How are we looking at things? You get a variety of opinions. You get to see basically any ticker that anybody's interested in. It's a fun roundtable type of discussion. But how do you actually execute and make money on those plays, right? Everybody can learn TA and be good at TA, but execution is a whole nother beast in and of itself. So what we really spend time focusing on exclusively in the Discord is, one, premium analysis that we don't talk about on YouTube. Two, how to actually execute on that. So we share all of our active positions in real-time trade setups, 24/7 support, like the whole thing. It's not a signals group, but we do share all of our positions. So I suppose somebody could use it like that because we want to take that TA to the next level. How do you actually execute and make calculated bets? How do you weight your portfolio, to do things safely and, push it when the time is right? That's what the Discord is all about. We do, at this point, an hour and a half to 2 hours a day of private Discord calls with our community. So we meet every single morning before the New York session open. And we also meet every single afternoon right before the New York session closes. And we basically do what we just did here, but a private version. We get to talk a little bit more, share entries, exits, plans, the whole thing. the whole thing. It's a really great experience. So definitely consider giving that a try. It's been growing really quickly. So I'm not sure how much longer we're going to keep it open. I don't want it to get too big right now, at least in its current form. And it's been growing pretty quickly. But if you do want 1 month for free here, you can check that out. Code is TwitterBB. So if you, again, click on the first link in the description below, you could sign up 1 month for free using the code below, TwitterBB. So you get to try it 30 days risk-free. Really, really great experience. I have a feeling a lot of you guys would really find some enjoyment out of it. And look, it should pay for itself. If it's not paying for itself and then some, we have failed you. But I mean, look, there's probably a lot of guys here that are in the Discord in the comments. Let them know, guys, if you're in here, I mean, you're probably pushing already 4 hours of listening to us talk today, given we had the pre-market call. But talk to some of our current members, man. It's an investment. It's a $150 investment per month, and you get the first 30 days free. It should print you significantly more money than that. Very, very high ROI on that $150. So consider checking that out. With that said, I'm going to kick it over to the Snorlax in the room to say the official goodbye.
Oh, man. Guys, there is no second best daily YouTube live stream to talk about markets, but there also is no second best daily live stream audience. You guys kicked ass today. Had to say that. 90 likes, that's a home run. We really appreciate you guys. And everything Max just said is 100% true. I'll keep it pretty brief since you guys have been tuned in for almost 2 hours now. I hope you guys all have a phenomenal Monday, a phenomenal week. We'll, of course, be back tomorrow for another episode of Market Check, bringing you guys some alpha. And make sure to tune in for our Market Talk space with the legendary King Wabi today and the Kampai Pandas with ice bags later this afternoon. We got a lot of great content for you guys to start this week. Another big week in these markets, but y'all stay safe and we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks again.